I'm a Zürich-based voice coach, voice expert. I teach professionals and singers to express themselves vocally. I conduct 2 choirs in Zurich. I'm a researcher. I'm writing a PhD on the topic of vocal expression in Zurich locally. And I perform music myself. I sing and I play the piano. The objective for me today in this next 40 minutes is to give you 1 or 2 ideas on how you can empower yourself, your own creativity, to use AI for your music productions. I'm going to share my story and then hopefully inspire you to do the same. Now I guess we can go in a circle and everybody can just say who they are and what they expect from today. We'll maybe start with Kinga.
Hi everyone, I'm Kinga. I'm based in Zurich. I'm a student of Petra for the past 3 years, learning to sing. I'm really interested in today learning how they are for music creation. Because Petra has just released amazing hit, and I'm also just diving into the world of AI. I have been putting it off and putting it off, not wanting to go in with ChatGPT, and now slowly getting into the world of AI. And this would be a perfect start, especially with music being my main passion.
Thank you so much. That's lovely. Thank you. Maybe Petra next, the other Petra.
Yeah, hi, my name is Petra. Like you, I heard you on Insta, Petra, that you hear music. It's the same here. I realized 2 years ago I'm hearing music. I don't play an instrument. I have no idea about music. So I bought myself an ukulele. I thought that's the easiest instrument to learn. And I just start to do my own songs. And now I have a few songs on Spotify and my YouTube channel. And actually today I'm going to release a song I worked on for more than a year on Ableton, because I'm learning everything. I'm learning Ableton. I'm so bad with technique. So that was hard work. And I'm a bit 50-50 with AI. I think it's a bit a scary thing, but that's another topic. But I guess I'm interested just to see what's possible. Because for me, it's a bit overwhelming with Ableton, and since I don't play an instrument, but I like to bring my ideas of music I hear in my head into a material form. And yes, and the album I have on Spotify, a friend helped me. He produced, he played the instrument, but it feels like I'm depending on others, and I don't see many who want to work with me, also because I'm really not understanding too much about music. So yes, but I love it.
You love it. I'll get to that. Super. That's perfect input. Thank you so much, Petra. Moving on to Deborah. Hi, Deborah. If you could mute us.
Hello, long time.
Tell us who you are and what brought you to this topic. What interests you?
So I'm Deborah, based also in Zurich, but originally coming from Brazil. So music has always been a part of my life. Always since 7 years, I started playing guitar. I also played ukulele, cajon. So it's just a part of who I am. Also singing, and I also have a lot of unfinished works. I'm always recording something on my phone and playing, but would be nice to have a tool that would help somehow put everything together. And AI is something that I appreciate a lot. I work not only on daily business, but in regular life, I use AI quite a lot, and it's fun to get creative. And it's something I explore already a lot, but would be nice. Yes, but not specifically for as the tool you are using. I would be very interested to, yes, how can I finish some unfinished works I have, and also help me to get more creative. Yes.
Perfect. Finish unfinished business. Yes. Perfect. Stephanie, you're up next.
I'm based in Zurich as well. I'm singing in the choir from Petra, and I'm not really a friend of AI, but as we've seen with Petra's last song, it can be a help. Also because you're not depending on other musicians, although I do play a little piano, a saxophone, guitar, and cajon, but yes, not too too good to make music myself. I also had songs in my head since I've been young, and maybe I can like try something out with AI to bring that to life. Yeah.
Thank you so much, and thank you for being in the video of Lažna, srećo. Stephanie was on
Yeah.
the phone, if you
You're welcome.
recognize the doo-doo-doo-doo, that's her. And Chinda was another person who was in the video. So why don't you share your story next?
Sure. My name is Chidambaram. I'm also based in Zurich. I love to sing. I started with music a few years ago, and now I'm also learning to play the piano. Yeah, for me, I was thinking like why this workshop interested me so much. Like this, when Petra said, "Oh, I'm going to teach you how to use AI to make a song like what I did." So I use AI like, at work, like as a coding assistant and, like to, like everybody, I guess, uses to summarize stuff and, in various ways. So it's like a useful collaborator. But in music, I've not seen it done so far. So either it's like completely automated, like fully, you just give a prompt and then it makes the entire song, or you do everything yourself. So I think it's very interesting to see how you can direct the arrangement and yeah, have it as an assistant. So that's very interesting for me. So hoping to learn something. I mean, I have no songwriting background myself. I'm not writing any songs, but I would like to get into it someday. Yeah, so it's very interesting.
Perfect. So how do we collaborate with AI, not have it done, do everything, and not us doing everything alone, but how do we collaborate?
Exactly.
It's not
Exactly.
us
Yeah.
against the AI, it's how do we use it as a tool. That's a perfect way to think about it. Excellent. I love your input. Okay, Cassio plus Kamala. Perfect.
Yes, Kamala first.
Yes.
Hi, everybody.
Who
I'm
you
Cassio.
are and what brought
Yeah,
you to the topic.
I'm Cassio, also based in Berlin. I'm a software engineer, and I'm always enthusiastic to learn the background of the use of AI in different fields. So I'm very curious to know this real use case of AI. And I'm here with Kamala.
Hi everyone, yes, I'm Kamala, also based in Berlin. Actually today we are joining from Lisbon, and I'm also a big follower of you on Instagram, and I'm not very musical but super curious and open-minded, so I'm very happy to learn from you and just get the deep dive, as you said.
Perfect. And Melanie.
Hello, nice to meet you. So I am based in Zurich and I'm a student of Petra. And the reason why I wanted to join this workshop is because next year I would like to produce my own album. I already launched a couple of covers. I started to collaborate with some producers, but still I also would like to kind of create my own ideas and my own music in a way. So I started already to try some AI tools, but I also would like to get the insight from someone that has been already used, launch a song, and now is going viral. So I think that one it will be really interesting for me, and it will help me to structure how can I use this tool for my album that is going to be done next year.
Or maybe sooner, with AI, everything is a bit sooner. So let's see. Alex, do you want to share some story, or are you happy just participating? I'll type. Okay, I can read in the meantime.
Can you hear me?
Oh, Alex, yes, I mean you.
Okay. Hi, sorry my camera isn't on. I'm in a car.
Okay,
But
no problem.
yeah. No, hi, I'm Alex. I'm also a student of Petra's, and I'm joining to yeah, because I think it's interesting and it's a cool idea. And yeah, I've tried to write a song on with ChatGPT, but then it's yeah, it's yeah, I found it interesting in a way how do you even work with or accept AI as a natural part of something that you want to create, which is essentially just yeah, yeah, so anyway, yeah, I'm just here because it's interesting. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, good.
Okay, you can unmute yourself now. You go ahead. Okay. Okay, Julia, I'm gonna read it here. My name is Julia. I'm a researcher and a lecturer, and I've been singing for 24 plus years. Been singing in choirs for a long time and learning from Petra and singing alone. I have a lot of stuff in my head, but I struggle to get it out on paper/sound. So having the tools to make it actually work as music would be awesome. Do we all agree with that? It would have been so awesome. We had more tools in our lives. Yes. Okay. Last thing before I dive in, I'm recording this. Are we all cool with that? Otherwise, turn the camera off because we're going in live in. Hi! Welcome to the future of songwriting, empowering creativity with the help of AI. Okay, I'm going to share my story of how I used music generator AI to create one song, and I gave myself a 30-day challenge. I said to myself, in 30 days since starting, I need to go from idea to radio play. Simple idea, but very hard to let me tell you. As I sip on my tea here, I gave myself a big challenge, but I was supported. I had support in the tools that dropped now. It's October 2025. And we have made a major revolutionary advancement in terms of how to make a song. You have to understand, up until now, up until October 2025, if you wanted to do a song, you had to have the idea. An idea for a song is lyrics, melody, harmony, that means chords for the song. Then you had to know how to play the instruments, so you had to know how to play at least a piano or a guitar to create what we call a demo. A demo version is like the roots of the house of one song. Yeah, it's like the foundation. It's like an empty house, okay? And it has no furniture. It's just the ground base. And I've had that. I was watching something on TV and it was it was a cartoon. So I started jamming to it. I was like, levo, disno, gorindol. Levo, disno, sina, visno. Visna is my sister. So I was like, let's all jump on my sister. So I was already making up lyrics on spot, taking whatever melody was given to me and creating my songs. So that was a given, okay, already. But as soon as I did that, as soon as I started performing it, I knew, okay, now how do I get this from what I can produce to what I hear on the radio, what I hear on a CD, like the finished, mastered, upscale production like Britney Spears, you know, Max Martin there somewhere in Sweden, producing this hyper crazy sounds on computers that I've never even seen, and instruments that I don't know how to play, and with musicians that I cannot reach. Okay, so that's been my number one problem since I was 5. How do I get the idea that's in my head? Because I hear it. I hear the bass line. I hear the, you know, I even hear the instrumentation. I can imagine it. I can imagine the direction of what I want it to be, but there's no way for me to reach it. And then I started going into music. I started researching it. I started studying it. My voice, I trained my voice. I did all I could, you know, technically to learn an instrument to play, so that at least when I go into a music session with musicians, I can be like, here, I made a song. And then I would still need a bassist and a guitarist and a drummer to create the demo version still, but this time it's at least in full arrangement, let's call it like that. But that's not radio edit yet. Then you need to rehearse with the band, and that's what I did in Berlin, and Cassio knows. I had a big band in Berlin when I was still living there, and then we would rehearse. We would go to a studio, and then you have to book the studio, and then you record it there, and then you need somebody who edits all those recordings, all those layers, and they have really fancy big screens and super huge sound systems there, and they cut and they paste, and they're musicians. They are also musicians, but they're technicians, and they click and they use the mouse and they use a board that I don't know all the functions either, and has a lot of knobs, and it's just very mathematical even. So very far away from my creative brain, and voila, your song then becomes a product ready for a release, like Petra said before, she's gonna release the song, and then it goes in the world, and then you get feedback. But do you see how long it takes from the original idea, from when I start thinking about the melody? It could take 2 years or 1 year, it depends how much money you have and how much time and what kind of musicians you're dealing with. But it's like gate kept, and you cannot get through. Okay, and now we have something that we can just use, and it's free. Okay, and you can just do it right now. And think about it like this: you have a room of 100 musicians. You want an Indian or a Balkan like I did, or Hungarian, or you want a yodeling choir, or whatever you want to have. They're right there, they are in the computer. They are trained, this is a tool that is trained on hundreds and thousands and millions and billions of songs. And it does this, it throws out something, okay? And then you type in what you want. I want a Balkan song that sounds similar to, and then you type in the song that you're thinking of that could be similar to what you're looking for. Can you do it, but with my chords, with my lyrics, with my melody? And then he goes, here you go, Petra, this is the first thing. And you're like, no, bro, listen up. Use my lyrics, because it's a conversation, right? So this is why I'm so excited about it, okay? It's free, it's available, and it makes my dream come true, and I think a lot of our dreams come true. So it's not an us against the AI question. It's about how can I use what's missing? Because if I told you that I had melody, chords, I had the harmony, I even have the ideas of arrangement and ideas of orchestrations, that's just 4 skill sets. But I don't know how to play a trumpet or a saxophone like Stephanie. And I don't have the money to go and book a studio or a music producer for 20K or 50K for one song, okay? So what happens, my idea is right there. You see that little corner there? I have like a lot of books in that little wooden box, and inside there are hundreds of songs, snippets, ideas, lyrics scrapped on pieces of paper, never released. And here comes October 2025, drops, AI finally catches up in the music area, because as we know, AI has been helping all the fields. I'm today talking about music, but it's been helping all the fields. And I can just do what I want to do and not compromise my idea. Because as soon as you collaborate with a musician, what happens is they come and they bring their own ideas. And sometimes they're amazing ideas, but sometimes they go away from the vision that you had initially. So then you have to compromise, and the end result might not be what you wanted, but you have to say yes, and you have to agree because you don't have any other choice. Well, guess what? Now we have a choice, and I'm gonna show you how. First thing that happened that was this massive and this exciting was 2 years ago when Apple Music dropped the microphone feature, right? So Apple Music has a feature, there's a little microphone below, and if you click on it, the voices disappear from all the songs, right? Just like that, they just disappear. I remember back in 2015 when I was doing karaoke on YouTube and the tracks were MIDI and they were like, they sounded like that, you know, and I was singing, how long to it, because that was all we had. That was the karaoke. Somebody, some technician, had to go in their Cubase or Logic or whatever they're using, and they had to click the song into the computer, make it synthesized, so that we singers could sing to an empty track, right? That's what karaoke is, singing to an empty instrumental so that our voice is the one that you hear. That was all the alternatives we had. But now, with the little click of that button, because AI can recognize the voices and it just mutes the voices, haha, all of a sudden I'm playing Red Hot Chili Peppers, but not to not to that MIDI track, but with Chad Smith. I'm playing with John Frusciante. I'm playing with Flea. You see what I mean? I'm playing with the musicians from the original song. So our students were so happy about that revolution, and we took it all in, and we use it every day. I use it every day in my practice. So that was the first exciting thing that dropped, and that was 2 years ago. And now this dropped. So I was like, all over the... Now we're gonna break some myths about AI. Okay, are you guys ready? Some myths. Myth number 1. If you use AI, you should be ashamed of yourself. It's something shameful, yeah? Okay. It was my first thought too. I was in Lisbon, like Cassia and Kamala are right now, and when this dropped, and I was like, so excited, and I wrote the song, and I already had it ready for my friends. We were listening to it in the evening, and then I said, I'm just gonna publish it, but I'm not gonna tell anybody I did it with AI. And my friend who's like from New York, she was like, don't be ridiculous. What do you mean you're not gonna say to anybody you did it with AI? That's the best part of the story, is that you're brave enough to use it, and that you're basically pioneer, you're doing this, and it's amazing, right? But my first very thought was, I'm ashamed. And so we're gonna break that myth right now. If you use AI, people then think it's fake, right? It's not, you didn't do anything, and that's just not the case, all right? Because we know if we use ChatGPT, which is the same as music generator, but it's a text generator, right? It matters what the input is. ChatGPT on its own is just a tool sitting there like, hello, I know everything, ask me, you know? And then it's what you ask him that's important. And it's the same thing with the generator for music. It's what the first input is that matters, and then what the tweaks are, okay? So can we agree that it's not shameful to use AI because it still matters about what you do, and it's still creative enough? And I would even argue it's, yes. I would even argue it's no less creative than what all the music producers have been doing for the last 20 years. They've just been using their mouse and they were clicking into the computer, right? And now, and so it was more technical, so only the technical people had access to it. And now all the creatives have access to it, okay? Because if you can type and spell out your idea, hello, you're welcome to the board, okay? And you can join the creation process. Well, that's great. So we're the same, okay? And then the second myth was, yeah, AI only produces the product, but not the process. Okay, this is very important. People think AI just does the product, but it takes away from the process. And it was not like that in my case at all. As soon as I had my idea, the process just started. People started getting interested. They started telling me ideas, their own ideas. My mom even started sending me ideas. Oh, you could do this. And then she started singing me some songs. I then had the song, then I contacted the videographer, then we did a music video, then 20 people showed up for the music video. All of a sudden, we are recording in the middle of Zurich. Isn't that a process? AI made that happen. Okay, so right now, what we're doing right now, we're right here talking about it. That's a process. So I don't think AI took away the process. It just helped more people to be a part of the process. Can we agree on that one as well? Yes. All right, so check. Now, the moment y'all be waiting for. I told you I used AI for the entire challenge, okay? So the challenge was I'm getting it from the idea to the radio, okay? That includes the lyrics. Okay, I'm gonna show you how. My dad told me, now you can finally do what you've always been doing on your own without anybody telling you you can't, without anything stopping you, right? So he understood the power of the new program. So, but he told me, don't do it in English, okay? Because I usually do songs in English. He said, do it in Serbian so I can understand. Do a song for me, kind of, okay? And so that's why my first song is in Serbian. So that's the reason why, okay? And then I was like, okay, I got you. Serbian songs. Who's the best Serbian lyricist of all time? And now I'm gonna share the screen. Her name is Marina. And she wrote maybe 5,000 songs. She's a lyricist, only lyrics, no melody, no harmony, no nothing. She writes lyrics. And lots of those songs are songs from my childhood and songs that the entire Balkan knows, and we love those songs. So I went to ChatGPT and I said, learn on these examples of text. Okay, very important. I chose which songs he has to learn and how he should do it. So I put in Usne boje vina, that's one song, and she wrote that. She passed away a few years ago. But with the help of ChatGPT, I can train Chat to understand how she wrote and why she wrote it like that. It's really, really an interesting use case. So I said, first song, just log. He's like, I got it, I logged it. That's the first example. Then I take another song. I said, Za kraj, take that one. He's like, logged, gotcha. I'm like, Lopov, logged. And we go like this on and on. And he started doing analysis. He was like, I'm seeing some patterns here. I'm seeing patterns in structure. I'm seeing patterns in themes and in the lyrical style. So he saw she uses hey a lot. She says, the different things, right? Hug me, come to me, you beautiful, right? And then strong metaphors like the use of colors, the use of alcohol beverages, and so on and so forth. So I'm like, great, yeah, keep logging. Oh, da, 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 da. And then after that, we kept logging. Mm-hmm. He starts making hybrid songs using the same songwriter style. And he says, oh, hey, love, you're late, and I'm counting the hours. And it's good. Okay, this is really nice. But it's just a little idea to show you how you can use that for lyrics. I didn't use this, okay? I didn't use what he gave me, but it was interesting for me to analyze it. Okay, and he even said what's the logic behind it. And then I wasn't happy with some of his words, so I was like, give me alternatives. Right now we're talking about one element of the song, when I say let the hair dance, neka pleše kosa, okay? But at first he said let it hurt or something like that. So I'm like, no, let's spin it around, let's do something else. So he's like, let the pain hurt, let the love hurt, let the wine hurt. Oh, okay. I'm still not happy. And we finally get to let it dance, let the blouse dance, let the wine dance, let the sin dance, let the night dance. And then I got it. Let the hair dance. You see? It's amazing. And then what he gave me also is like mouth. He was like repeating that mouth. It's something good, but it's already used in one of the Marina songs. So I'm like, that's way too close. You know, I don't want to steal from Marina. I just want to understand her world, her lyrical world. So I'm like, give me other body hooks that I could use. So he's like, eyes, hands, hair, srce. You see this right here? And he's like, this is emotion enchantable. And I'm like, we got it. So this is how I wrote the lyrics. That's stage number 1. Then I go to the piano. And I'm going to now play, for the very first time in public, how the first version when I sat and I recorded it, how it sounded. Lažna srećo, do jutra si moja, igraj sa mnom, nek zapleše kosa, srce, vino i oluja, lažna srećo, nek nas dvoje čuva. Hej momče, ljubi usne i ne moje dlanove, na njima stoji sudbina, ali par ožiljaka. Hej momče, nije lako kad se smeješ na silu, u očima ti piše sve, a na usnama tekila. Ti bi da me lažeš, a ja da ti verujem. Ti bi da me stegneš, a ja da izgorim. Lažna srećo, do jutra si moja, igraj sa mnom, nek zapleše kosa, srce, vino i oluja, lažna srećo, nek nas dvoje čuva. Hej momče, stavi gas, da nas vidi ceo grad. U rukama 2 ruže, a u srcu nostalgija. Hej momče, znaš da greh ne traje zauvek, al noćas ti i ja smo lopovi od navike. Ej, ti bi da me ljubiš, a ja da te zaboravim. Ej, ti bi da me gubiš, a ja da te ostavim. Lažna srećo, do jutra si moja, igraj sa mnom, nek zapleše kosa, srce, vino i oluja, lažna srećo, nek nas dvoje čuva. Lažna srećo, do jutra si moja, igraj sa mnom, nek zapleše kosa, srce, vino i oluja, lažna srećo. Lažna srećo, do jutra si moja, igraj sa mnom, nek zapleše kosa. Srce, srce, vino i oluja, lažna srećo. Lažna srećo, nek nas noćas čuva. Is this the song you know or not? It's the same song, right? Yeah.
Very good.
Petra,
Very
I have a
good.
question. I have a question. So you, at this point, you played the piano and you just hold your dictaphone there and recorded it.
I used this mic over here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more fancy. And I used Logic Pro to record piano first and then voice.
Okay.
And that's what I know. That's what I can do. Those are my skills, okay? That's
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you know how to play the piano, and then you played it in Logic.
Exactly. But somebody else might be very good at doing a beat in Logic but doesn't know how to sing, or somebody else knows how to do the lyrics but doesn't know how to do the harmony. So you have to go from what your skills are and then use AI to help you with the skill sets that are missing, right? Because nobody has them all, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why this is so interesting. Like everybody can use it to enhance what they already have and just ask the tool to add those things that are missing. So in my case, you see, it's a very good song, has a very catchy melody. I even did the harmony and the structure, and I did the lyrics in Serbian because it's not my official language. I did it with the ChatGPT, and now we have a really catchy lyrics as well. But where's the arrangement? Where's the big boom?
So if you wouldn't know how to play the piano, but maybe that's coming. So if not, I can ask again at the end. The question will be if you wouldn't know how to play an instrument good enough to play it into Logic or Ableton. I mean, I play my ukulele, but it's not good enough. And then I just do everything by hand and transfer the chords into a piano. But that stage, could that AI do?
You could sing it to AI, you could sing the melody, and then the AI does the harmony for you. No problem.
Okay. But
I have this, what I have, and that's what I did, and this was the song. And this is where all my songs have been stuck for the last 25 years. This is the stage. This is what you just heard. That's it. That's what I can do. And now can you imagine? Now I need a drummer, now I need a bassist, now I need a guitarist. Do you see? And so I'm stuck. And so where do I get these people? How do I finance this project? How do I even know if it's a hit or not? You know, because you need to pay in advance. So you don't know it's going to be a hit. So it's a lot of money, a lot of time. And you don't even know if it's going to be good or not. You know, people even want it, right? So this is where we were. But now, now we go here, introducing the Tunee. Okay. I go create new project. This is my little fox here. You see the jumping fox? Okay. Here, describe your music. Turn your image, video, or sound into music. Very simple tool. No buttons, no nothing. Yeah. Hi, Petra. What's the ingredients today? And then he cooks the music. Okay. So you can say, make me a fun Balkan song. Okay. We're just going super basic. If I don't have anything, these vibes sounds like a beast. And then he asks you, do you want brass band? Do you want accordion? Do you want gypsy swing? Do you want it all? Let's go for gypsy swing. And he's cooking, he's jumping, he's happy. Perfect. Let's start creating for you. Blum, 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 blum. And he tells you, you are guiding the vision. Okay. So, and this is very important. This musical prompt right here, this is his language. This is what he understands. Okay. He understands music as prompts. So to him, what I just said, fun Balkan song or whatever I said, yeah, fun Balkan song. To him, this means gypsy swing, Balkan rhythms, upright bass. Oh, he's already making the lyrics. Oh, okay. A baker dropped sacks of wiped sweat. Okay. well, he did something. But this is important. So for him, it's playful clarinet melodies, virtuous Django-style guitar, fast-paced, joyful, energetic, instrumental, warm acoustic mix. This is really important because that's how you can talk to him later on if you start understanding those terms. But right now he's creating, and here we have gypsy swing groove with Balkan rhythms, a lively fusion that creates energetic, joyful instrumental tracks with all of these things, right? So let's play it. Hoppa. Yeah. Is he gonna sing? Oh, he's singing.
Like a drumstick on stone. Grinned at the cat in the alley who seen him alone. Then raised his horn to the sun, just one crooked nail. And the whole block leaned out with their boots unbuttoned. Dance like the pavement's on fire.
Okay, great. This existed already for 1 year or something like this. So this is not new. It's not the part that's new, okay? I'm telling you what's new. I'm telling you the updates. I'm telling you the October updates. This has already existed, and I don't need that. I don't care about that. That's not my use case. So that's not helpful to me, okay? What's new is this. I can put in my song. Oh, wait a second, let me go to the beginning. Oh, we talked a lot. Sorry. Okay. You see this? You see this? Lažna, srećo right here? I gave him that demo track that we talked about, and I said, transform this demo. This is piano, vocal, and some claps into a full professional Balkan pop production. Make it a radio-ready hit for the ex-Yugoslavian market in the style of Boban Rajić, Usne bojevine, and Saša Matić slučajno. Add, and I tell him exactly, rich pop folk instrumentation. So I'm talking in his language. I say acoustic electric guitar, strong bass, Balkan-style strings, pads, and synths. Driving but tasteful drums with live feel, kick, snare, hi-hats, Balkan pop percussions. Emotional build, do the softer first verse, do a full instrumentation, the chorus, dynamic bridge before the final chorus. Professionally polish, do a balanced mix, do mastering for the radio play. But keep the original vocal and piano central, but surround them in a modern, lush, emotional arrangement. That's what's new. This is the moment I've been waiting for my whole life.
So it just needed this one version. You wrote him down what you want?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's like, oh, yeah, amazing. He puts out all the lyrics, blah, blah, blah. Then he says, blah, 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 blah. The problem that he does is he cannot keep my original voice. That's the first problem. So he creates his own AI voice. It's connected to, it's not that he cannot do it, it's connected to rights. They don't want to open that feature yet. Okay, because otherwise somebody could steal your voice. So that's why he gives you a synthetic, whatever is closest to my voice. So in the beginning I didn't understand. So I was like, why are you adding that? I want you to use my voice. Just make it already done. Let's make that done in a second. And he's like, well, no, I can give you a song version, but it's not going to be with your voice. Do you want to hear one version?
Sure.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, a lot of versions.
Oh, yeah. That's one. But in this version, the problem is the beginning is not slapping the way it should slap. It's too mellow. So it's not it, right? It's not it. It's not a hit.
Lažna srećo, do jutra si moja, igraj sa mnom, nek zapleše kosa, srce.
He's making the song sound sad. It's not the vibes. Okay, so let's go to this one. This one looks very scary. What is this? Oh.
Even sadder.
Right. And then I said, okay, do more Čolić. Čolić is a Balkan superstar who does very happy songs. No, still sad. Okay. Okay. But still, it doesn't slap.
Lažna srećo, do jutra si moja, igraj sa mnom, neka pleše kosa.
No, so I'm playing with him. And this is in the middle of the night, of course, because I'm a night owl. So this is me at 2 a.m. in Lisbon, out of all the places, hacking this and trying to understand how do I get my vision to become a reality. And all this time we're talking. I'm saying, do this, do that. And one of the problems that I had is that he kept putting in zurna, which is like a Turkish instrument. I'm like, no, do a saxophone. I really want a saxophone. And you know how in ChatGPT, when you're really happy about something and you're like, oh, perfect, just change that one little thing, and then he goes and changes everything. Did you have that problem?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, right. So he does that in music as well. So he's funny like that. I call him a he. I know it's an it, but oh, look at this. Oh yeah. This sounds like Star Wars or something, right? In the end,
Like a marching vibe.
so let's see how many adaptations did I make? 60 different adaptations. The big chunk that we already worked on, I had to leave the entire project because he was going further and further away. He didn't understand. So I opened a new project. I uploaded the version I liked the most from what he generated, and I gave him a new prompt, and then he's like, I got it. And the first one I clicked, and that was the one. Boom. Oh. No, that's not the one. Sorry, second one. This is the one. That's the winning one. Yes. That's what I heard, right? It's strong intro, Balkan, happy, glamorous. He's singing it. He's singing this. Because I didn't give him any lyrics, he's singing my prompt. But in my melody. So there we go. And then, wait, let me show you. And then you go like this. You click on these 3 buttons. You get the stems. He splits the stems. You save it to your computer. And then you have the whole beat and also the version without the voice, of course. And then what I had to do is I had to record my vocals. And I even asked for a copyright certificate.
Petra, just so you know, the countdown is back. and it's 2 minutes remaining.
Okay, I'll just show you this one thing, okay? Here we are. We're inside. You see this?
Yes.
Lažna srećo, do jutra si moja, igraj sa mnom, neka pleše kosa.
And then here I have effects, and I can click on this, and I can change my voice. I can enhance it. I can make it, let's do it cosmic vocals. Yeah, let's go cosmic. Let's see what cosmic sounds like. Ooh, very cosmic.
Igraj sa mnom,
Like
neka
this.
pleše kosa. Srce, srce, vino i oluja, lažna srećo.
See how that changes? Sort of.
Nek nas dvoje čuva.
Everything I click changes, right?
Hej, momče, ljubi u sne, vine moje dlanove.
I can put it in a bright room. I can put it in a large
U njima
hall.
kucaritam, kao sa iz Švajcarske.
With BandLab, I could match my production of my voice, of my recording, to match like it was done in a studio. A very, 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 very professional mastering engineer will know the difference, but that's like 1% or 2% of people on Earth, right? So now's the fun part. Now's the Q&A. Now you can ask, was this helpful? How can you see yourself using AI to empower your creativity? Maybe we start with Alex.
How to empower. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. How to empower my creativity. Yeah, so I have like a lot of like snippets of songs that I guess I could like write songs with, but I still have like a certain block towards putting anything out there because I don't know, I always feel like when you put something into the world, it has a momentum of its own, and I find that very scary. But yeah, so I think there's like internal issues to work on, like feeling comfortable showing yourself, sharing yourself. And with AI, yeah, I mean, it probably would make things a lot easier. And then I think the only question that I would have would be like in terms of original style and like if it could create something. So I see how AI is like ideal for creating like smooth, likable hit songs, or like you did a really, really good job. Because it's also a niche that not everyone can really work with. But in terms of like, you know, if it's like a Bob Dylan type scenario and creating that original, like almost spiritual like pocket or niche. But yeah, no, but yeah, AI obviously really smoothens a lot of processes. So I think it can definitely be used, even if it's just helping write or helping shape or yeah, for sure. And just a question that your song that you wrote on, is that you wrote it on ChatGPT?
So I used ChatGPT to train on the lyrics of the Serbian-based lyricist to help me get into the story and the culture, because I'm not from Serbia, right? So I used it as a tool to help me understand and help me with some words and some, but I still wrote the lyrics, but he helped me analyze the style of the lyricist, so then I could be just as expressive or try to catch that thing, right? But that's because my challenge was to write a hit. But I used it since then for many other different cases. One use case was for my friend Ashley, who released an album 5 years ago, and it's only her and ukulele. Okay. And I love this artist. You should check her out. Ashley Explores on Instagram. And she has such a beautiful voice. and just the ukulele, and then I know what kind of music she likes to hear, like London grammar type of music. So
Yeah.
I just prompted all of her music in the London grammar style, and I took her voice with La 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 AI. With La 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 AI, that's another tool I use. You just take the voices away from your own tracks, or you take the
Okay.
voice out, right? So I took the voice out of her ukulele tracks,
Uh-huh.
and I made the new beats in London grammar style for her, with her music, with her chords, and I sent it to her as a gift, as like a I love you kind of, like, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was so happy. She was like, oh my God, like that's so, you see? So there's no intention of us ever releasing this or anything like that. I just wanted to do something for her, and she loved it. And she's playing these songs now for her and her friends and her family. So that was one use case. And another use case is for me to test my ideas, because I have a lot of songs and they will be coming out soon, of course, but they're not all good enough. They're not all hits. So I use it to see which songs are even good, which ones should I even pursue. For now, they're just Scrabble paper ideas, but now I have free orchestra, right? So I use it to test my own songs. So let's say this is also just for me as a songwriting process, a very interesting and helpful tool. So I just give it the melody and I say, do this in this style, Sting style, Madonna style, any kind of style that I want. And if I cannot really make it likable to me, I just drop the idea. And that has
Right.
been so helpful because, up until now, I was like, should I make this a song? Should I not make a song? You know the feeling?
Right. And like,
Everybody knows
then
the feeling?
the limitation is like your own abilities to see it through, which
Exactly. And you're not sure, like, maybe it could have been good enough, but I just don't have the tools. Now I can
yeah.
see, no, it's just not good enough. Like, I did the idea, it's mine, but let's not pursue it. I can now discard it. I can now move on. You see what I mean? So I'm cleaning out my little wooden box there. I'm cleaning it out with the help of AI by testing to see if I even still like the song, or was it just an idea and I can let it go now? So those are some other use cases, but that's a great question. Thank you so much.
About the copyright. So if you had a chat GPT help you write the song, is it copyrighted? The lyric? Or is it just the melody that's copyrighted?
So I own the song because I wrote it, but it's a tool. So let's say if you go to a friend and you ask him to help you with the lyrics,
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
and he helps you something, you're still gonna write Alex on who
Yeah,
wrote the lyrics. You don't have to mention your friend, right? So think of ChatGPT as that friend who helped you craft the idea, but
Yeah. And it was through that app that you could copyright it. Was that called, what was it, Tune, or what was it, Logic, or
sorry?
what program could you copyright your song through?
So I used Tunee, Tunee. That's a Chinese app for music generation, but you also have Suno. Suno is the most famous one. I tried Suno. It was a little bit too complicated for me, and I'm a simple girl, so I prefer Tunee with a little fox, and that's perfect for me.
Yeah, because the
And
copyright
then I
thing is
used
all.
BandLab to get my vocals sounding for a studio professional level. And then I used Lander, that's a mastering website who masters your track. And then I released it with CD Baby. And that's it. And I used Lala AI to separate vocals from beats if that's what you need.
Wow.
Yeah, so I used a couple of different ones, and they're not all AI, right? But they're all tools that are now available to everybody. Most of them are for free. So that's amazing.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Awesome. Love it.
Awesome.
Petra? Yeah, you have a question?
Petra, can you just repeat what you said at the end? What you used for mastering and what you used for bring it out?
So I used Lander, L-A-N-D-R, Lander.
Okay.
That's for mastering.
Yeah.
I used Tunee, the little fox that I showed
Yeah,
you.
that I
That's the
have.
biggest
Yeah.
revolution. Then I used Band Lab, but you
Yeah,
can
I
use
wrote
other.
that down. Yeah.
And what else did I say?
Like you just said, what you used to release it.
Oh, CD Baby for distribution.
CD.
CD like a CD.
Yeah. Yeah.
And CD Baby it's called. Yeah, you pay
Oh.
$9 and it gets released on Spotify, on Apple Music, and YouTube, and everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Cassio, Kamala, do you have a
Thank you
question?
for sharing.
Do you have any other questions?
Great.
Stephanie, maybe.
Not really a question, but a comment. First of all, thank you very much for sharing it. I think sometimes AI is like a solution search for problems, and there is some a red receipt of things that you can do. But I find super interesting how you come up with your own process, how you tailor it, how you combine it, all those different tools in a way that will serve you. Thanks for sharing this case. I'm very impressed and amazed of how you put all together and combine them and make them work.
And your enthusiasm is inspiring.
Thank you. Would you use it? Would you try it? Would you test it?
Play around for sure.
Yes, I have very little musicality in my skills, but it definitely makes things seems more possible, more tangible. Yes,
accessible.
Great. That's awesome. So you can go and be playful and do your own music, the Cassio and Kamala song.
Yes, and I have a nephew. He's 10 years old, and I'm always think of how I can help him to learning easier on school topics, and maybe for the challenge topics. That's always a nice educational tool as well.
Yes. Yeah. Stephanie, did it encourage you to do your music?
Yeah, maybe I tried.
Yay!
I think it could save.
Woo! Let's go!
I think it could save some time, like trying different things without like paying for several musicians, or I don't know, and seeing in which direction it will go, the style of the music. If you just have the lyrics and the melody.
That's a perfect use case. So you can use AI and you can test it, what kind of arrangement you want, so that then when you go out in the real world and you don't have to use it and you don't have to release it. You just use it for a study case, then you have a better demo. Then when you come to the musicians, you can say like, this is what I kind of
still.
Yeah, no? Sorry.
And you can still like make it then with real musicians if you like, but you know the style.
Exactly.
So how much is the Tunee app? Or
it's free.
Yeah, this one's free. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I did. I recorded last Saturday. I recorded 2 new songs at Power Play Studios. So with real ensemble, with real musicians. But I used Tunee before I went to the rehearsals. To see, so that when drummer asks me, what do you want? I'm not like
that way,
like a noob, you know, like cha. But I could show him like I thought this was cool, and I could show him an example. And he didn't mind it. He was like, oh, that's perfect. I know exactly what you mean. So then we didn't lose time at the rehearsal. So yeah, that's perfect. So nothing will ever replace the musicians. If you have the musicians, obviously it's better to be in a room surrounded by beautiful musicians. My use case is just that not everybody has the opportunity, right? And you don't always have the opportunity. You can use it as a tool and then still go out on the stage with actual musicians and do it, right? But yeah. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Yeah. I'll be looking forward to your new songs. Do you have already some lyrics, some ideas, or some melodies?
No, it's coming and going, and I never wrote anything down, so but maybe I'll start now.
Great. All right. Well, then let's leave it with that. Let's leave it with the openness of maybe we will try and maybe we will see. And I hope I showed you some positive aspect of it, because there's just a lot of negative and shameful, but I don't think it's the case. And I think all creatives deserve to be heard and to have a chance for their music to be on the same standard, not just those people who have a lot of money or they have access to the right people who can push them to the right studios. But I think all of us, all humans, like humanity is creative in general. And I'm just so happy that a tool is out now where we can not compete, but we can now elevate our productions to the level that was possible before only to some small margin of people. So yay! So that's what I wanted to share today with you. And thank you for listening, and thank you for being so cool and amazing and allowing me to share my challenge. And I can say that I'm really happy with the results of the song. It has 55K. Oh, Yasha, how many does it have now? Almost 60K views. So really happy, and yay! And
thank you for sharing and for your enthusiasm and energy. Very lovely.
And
thank
please
you.
share your song, the one that you're going to release.
I will today. It's already on Spotify. I thought it taking a bit longer, and I will open my YouTube channel today, and I will. And the thing is, I actually wanted to make a house. Sorry.
What's your YouTube channel? How can we find you?
Anna Soul Music. The YouTube channel is Anna, but the Instagram is Anna Soul Music.
All right.
I will send you an extra link.
Okay.
And I actually wanted to make a house sound, but I didn't have the skills to do it. So now I still like it. I worked more than a year on it, and it was just a lot of work, and it's not 100% how I wanted it. So now this gives me the idea that maybe with the help of AI, but I'm still not sure. I'm a bit on and off. I like it, but I don't know if, it's a whole philosophical question for me as well.
Just try it, just see what's possible.
I'm sure I could put the whole song in and AI would do a house sound because the whole song is there. Now it's a bit too mellow for my taste, but it's okay.
I know exactly the problem. Yeah, the rhythm is very important. It's hard to get it without.
Yeah. And I'm just learning. I'm just into the music since 2 years, so it's a lot to learn.
Nothing that you've learned so far is going to be wasted. This is all going to help you in when you prompt it. If you prompt it, you now know the lingo. You now know what you're talking about. So just because before only the technical people with their mouse could do it.
Yeah, but still it's a skill. So I don't know. I still have a bit feel timid or hesitating to. It's like, I don't know, painting a huge thing, and then I don't have the skill to paint it like I want, and I take the computer to do it. I don't know, something still doesn't feel right all the way for me, but maybe somehow it does. I mean, Ableton also, like you said, like I edit, I mix on Ableton, of course, it's
The AI just clicks it for you, but that's it. The idea is what matters. That's what it's important.
Yeah, I mean, it's my idea, it's my lyrics, it's my chords, it's everything. I just Ableton need to help me. Thank you.
All right, love it. Love the session. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was a great
Thanks.
session.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Love
Thanks.
ya. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Alex. Thank you,
Thanks,
Cassio.
Petra.
Thank you, Kamala. Ciao.